Very warm greetings to everyone. In this short video, what we are going to see is how Vertex Perfo ATM management and monitoring system helps you to achieve higher availability of your ATM network, how to monitor your transactions that happen through the ATM network, how to optimize the ATM placements, and overall improvement of your ATM network uptime, and finally how to do SLA management of your service providers and vendors. Okay, so I will just give a quick overview of the various dashboards that we have in the system. So primarily this is the monitoring dashboard. So assuming there are about 60 ATMs in this network, this filters on top clearly shows you how many machines are having cash handler faults, how many machines are in service, out of service, how many machines currently there is supervisor entry and people are working on the ATM doing some configurations or restoring problems in the ATM, and also shows you about cash out and cash low conditions in your ATM network. Then you have supplies problems, supplies in the sense journal printer and receipt printer paper errors or paper low errors. Okay, then there is hardware faults category, then non-transacting ATMs. Non-transacting in the sense the ATMs may not have any problem at all. All devices are good, it is in service. Still, there is something that is preventing the ATM from transacting. Maybe it is hung, we don't know. Maybe the shutter is closed. I mean, the room shutter is closed for whatever reason, right? So, such system undetectable errors can be looked at through this non-transact. So you can configure, for example, last let's say for more than a half day, more than 6 hours, if the ATM is not transacting, it can appear here. Okay, or something that is non-transacting for more than a day, it can appear here. Okay, then there is disconnections. How many machines are disconnected with the switch? How many machines are disconnected with the Perfo server? Okay, that gives a crisp overview monitoring status of your ATM network. Then there is cache status. Then here there is cache status, and then there is in service out of service status represented in charts, and then you have top fault contributors and ATM availability charts. Okay, so this is not really very real-time data. This is some little bit cooked up information. Okay, um, so let me go into the ATM availability chart first. Okay, here you see the last 7 days ATM availability. Now we want to see why the ATM availability is low on a particular day. Let's pick probably this particular day and check. So what here it is showing is the downtime percentage. It's about 28% downtime, right? So if you want to inverse it and see uptime, you can just click on this and it turns into uptime percentage. Okay, now in a downtime context, if you want to go deep down and check which machines are actually causing this downtime, you get a drill down view where for each ATM you can see how much percentage of downtime is that machine contributing on that particular day, as well as what are the contributing factors towards that downtime. Here you could see that we display you from each downtime contributing devices. It could be because the EPP went bad, the pin pad went bad because of keys not provisioned properly in the pin pad, or there's a hardware fault, right? It could be many factors. Likewise, card reader falls, then door is open for substantially long time, and somebody is operating in the supervisor mode for quite long time, not letting it go in service. Then there is out of service, then dispenser falls, which could contribute to downtime, and the switch disconnections also, right? So there are multiple factors which might result in um, downtime contribution towards each machine on a per day basis. So the contributors in terms of percentages is shown here. So which clearly will give you an indication that okay, this particular ATM is uh, was down for so and so reasons. And there will be obviously tickets when there is downtime because of a card reader. Obviously, there will be tickets also generated uh, for the same. When a card reader is faulty, you would anyway have some tickets associated with it, so you can go and see. Okay. Right now, this machine has no overdue tickets. There are some 8. Normally machines will not have so many issues, like, or not all devices will have problems, but this is the kind of user interface which you'll get, in the sense that each ticket, for example here EPP, the pin pad has gone offline. Somebody has taken that device offline, and it is in the FLM category right now, and it is assigned to Mr. Gabbar, and the ATM in charge is this person, and it is a critical non-operational problem. Okay, so the cause or the fix, root cause, when it is found by the engineer, right, he can enter it here, and action taken can also be entered here. However, the system finds its own root cause. Through SenXFS monitoring, the Perfo ATM monitoring system will be able to detect the exact hardware. It's either it is a hardware problem or user configuration problem, or somebody has taken it offline, or there is a key is not getting in provision to the EPP. Many subcomponent problems are reported by the XFS layer of the ATM. So those details are extracted by Perfo, and the tickets will have that information, so that the ticket owner knows exactly what to do next with that information. Either replace the part or just escalate it to the switch team, that keys have to be downloaded, or take whatever action is required as suggested in the ticket. Okay, then coming back to this availability, I showed you the date wise availability. Now we want to make some sense out of this, right? So for example, here I want to see is this availability drop, or the uptime drop in uptime, is it specific to a particular region? Okay, so what I did, there is this grouping menu which you can use to look at that same availability data from different perspectives. So right now what I've done is regional office level, I have thrown up this data. So as you can see here, the downtime percentage is usually higher in New Jersey. Okay, consistently little bit higher in New Jersey, and the downtime percentage is much lower in other places. I mean, Arizona. Arizona is little bit lower. So this graphs, when you have multiple regions, you can easily make out visually through the graph that this particular region has a problem. The reasons could be that the service network in that particular region is under resourced, and people are not able to get to the ATMs to resolve issues on time, so hence causing more downtime. Okay, so from a regional standpoint, you can look at this kind of analytics, and you can even look at it from a branch wise also. Okay, if you have multiple branches, you can look at it from a branch wise context also. There are various filters also built into that. So then the other way of looking at it is from an OEM standpoint. Okay, so this, let's say this bank has a mix of Diebold, NCR, and Wincor, Perto, many machines, many types, many OEM suppliers. Then you could see which machines are actually performing good and which machines are reporting more downtime. Okay, just for illustration purpose, here the system is showing that Diebold ATMs have relatively higher downtime than NCR and WinCar ATMs. Okay, I'm repeating, it is only for an illustration purpose. Okay, so this tells you clearly that maybe it is because of some newly provisioned, let's say the bank purchased a lot of 50 new machines from a new vendor, and you want to see whether those 50 machines are better than your older set of machines. Right after you provision the new set of machines, you obviously want to evaluate how good are these machines when compared to my older batch of machines. So this view will help you clearly to differentiate and compare and contrast between batches of machines. Okay. Similarly, if for example, then if you know that the network is causing a problem, right now I have added only one network service provider, but in a large network of ATMs, big banks, usually they have multiple service providers, network service providers, correct? So they once you sort by this, you would see clearly an indication of which networks of provider connected ATMs are performing better and which ones are not. Okay, so these reports are all like everything is downloadable. You can view months of data, past month, current month, weekly reports, and all this. Okay, so and each of this is like downloadable. You click on this, you get an Excel sheet downloaded with all these data what you see in a neat Excel sheet. Okay, then let me move to, we saw the availability. Now let's look at uh, cash. Okay, so even from a cash standpoint, the same view. I mean, how many machines are cash out, how many machines have no cash out conditions, and how many machines are cash low, approaching cash out. Okay, so you can get into each of such views and see which list of ATMs are they. Okay, and even the transpose views are available here. The same case, you can take it from an OEM standpoint, which machines, Diebold machines or NCR machines, which are relatively affected by cash flow conditions. Okay, or it could be a more sensible thing would be to look at this cash flow positions by the CRA, the replenishment agency itself. So if you click on this, you will see a list of cache loading providers over which the graphs will be displayed. Right now in the system, I don't have cache loading providers added into it. Otherwise, you will see the graph depicting clearly that this cache loading provider has the most uh, cache low and cache empty conditions. So maybe their service levels are not as good as the others. Okay. Let me move on to transaction dashboard. So Perfo collects a lot of information from the transaction data of the ATMs. So we get to know whether how many withdrawal transactions are happening, how many with deposit transactions are happening, how many non-cash, I mean statement transactions, let's say mini statement, balance inquiry, and if you have passbook printers, yes, cash check deposit machines. So we collect this information and put it into the database. With that, you can see right now in the system, I just have populated some withdrawal transactions, so you're only seeing one part of it. Okay. So with this, people can make out what is the most used transaction types in our network. Basically, this is done through the FID of the transaction. So if you have a good list of FIDs defined for each transaction, then the report will be much richer. Okay. Then there is cash dispensed. How much cash is being dispensed on a per day basis across your full fleet of ATMs. Okay. So as you can see here, the cash is about, okay. So total cash dispense is of the order of about 2.2 to 2.5 billion dollars. Okay. Now the same case here, what you could do is you can see which zonal offices are dispensing the most amount of cash. Okay, even at a regional office level, you can see which regions are dispensing the most amount of cash. Maybe because of higher demand, or maybe because of better availability, right? Okay. Perfo also shows you which denominations are most in demand in your network. As you can see here, mostly $100 is what is dispensed overall. A pattern shows that, followed by 100. 50 is the most preferred denomination that is being accessed by your customers. Okay. Now coming to this chart, this shows you the top transacting regions and your bottom transacting regions. Now, when we get deep into this, you will actually see a chart alongside the transactions, total transaction count versus the number of ATMs that are contributing to this total transactions in that particular area. So as you can see here, um, with about 3 ATMs, this particular region is resulting in very less transactions when compared to the other one, where there is 3 ATMs but still um, giving you more number of transactions. Or even the otherwise, there are 4 ATMs here but still the transactions are much lower. Okay, with a greater volume of transactions happening in your network, the graphs will be able to clearly show you that there is some optimization in terms of relocation of ATMs that you could do with respect to increasing your footfalls on the ATMs, and knowing that this particular region there is more transactions are happening. Hence, there are other regions where there is lesser transactions, but you have provision more ATMs there, right? So you could relocate some of those underutilized ATMs from those places to the areas where you actually need the ATMs. So you could do capacity planning with this kind of data analytics that we have in Perfo. Okay. So with effective capacity planning, you can reposition the ATM network and achieve much greater transaction rates, much greater honest transactions. With if you have more honest transactions, then it means that you're retaining your customers. People are not going to other bank ATMs, so you don't have to pay interchange fees or surcharge fees as applicable in your country. So, which means the cost of running your ATM network is optimized. So, more transactions on your own network and greater availability of your own network also means that you can attract other bank customers and earn interchange fees on them, right? So, these statistics and analytics help you to optimize your ATM placements. The transaction trends graphs help you to optimize your ATM placements. Okay. Now coming to incident dashboards. This is about the errors and tickets generated by the system and assigned to FLM and SLM service providers. So now you can go in deep down into each of these tickets and understand why so much tickets have gone overdue. So who is the offending agency that is responsible, and how many tickets have gone beyond escalation timelines, right? So if for the same OEM wise report, you could see that um, the crossing tat within tat and crossing tat, right? So which vendor is performing good and which vendor is not performing as good as the other is easily viewable through these analytic screens. Okay, you can download these reports, produce it to your vendors, and tell them this is your actual SLA adherence. Okay, you could do the same for CRA tickets also, the cash replenishment tickets, and you could even analyze it from a standpoint of regional and zonal offices also. So, for example, in a particular region, if the overdue tickets are at a high number, then it just simply points to the service agencies operating in that region, or either they are not doing an efficient job or they are understaffed, right? So you can request those service agencies producing these reports to them. They themselves will be able to see that yes, there is a problem and it can be addressed by them. So continuous improvement in the operations process and can be achieved through these analytic screens of Perfo. So overall, with all these analytic data, Perfo helps financial institutions to optimize their operations in terms of improving their net transaction rate and increasing the overall uptime of the ATM.